50 people killed, thousands sent to the hospital. The Centers for Disease Control says that is all from vaping.
The I-Team found one woman willing to share her story. It's a near-death report after vaping.
Throughout our coverage of the vaping crisis, we've talked to several people who have been hospitalized, but were too embarrassed to talk to us on camera. That is, until we met Wisconsin native Allison Herger. She says regardless of how she feels, she wants to save others by getting vape products off store shelves. A deep breath, a sign of relaxation, a stress reliever.
One last time.
Proof of life. What was it like to breathe?
Your entire chest is just in pain. Like it just hurts.
Allison Herger realizes now the gift of breathing.
You take for granted breathing, that your lungs work, right? And to have your lungs not working and taking in oxygen, it's just a very bizarre feeling.
A bizarre feeling caused by vaping.
I didn't match any of the statistics. And I was sure I wasn't going to be a vaping candidate until I was.
Allison, who lived in Chicago at the time, started in her primary care doctor's office. Her doctor diagnosed her with a severe case of pneumonia and sent Allison to the emergency room at Northwestern Hospital in Chicago. Every doctor knew she vaped. Just one, Dr. Kalila Gates, believed vaping caused her illness.
Dr. Gates came in and leaned over my bed and said, you know, hello, I'm Dr. Gates. I run this unit in the MICU, and I'm sure you have the vaping disease.
A day into her hospital stay for pneumonia, Allison took a turn.
She was very sick, and she was very close to needing the breathing machine.
When I heard the vaping disease, I got more frightened because not everybody lives.
Can the injuries that Allison had be fatal?
Absolutely. Just start looking for pieces of the history that are going to help you. And the piece of history that helped with Allison is her history of vaping.
You saved her life.
We all saved her life. It was a team effort. It wasn't just one person.
A team effort because vaping injury is still somewhat of a mystery.
We always had some suspicion. We didn't know. E-cigarettes or vapes haven't been on the market for very long. They haven't been very well studied, and so we really weren't sure what the long-term outcomes might be.
Dr. Clara Schradel took over Allison's case after she got out of the hospital.
Whether it's the chemicals in there, the flavorings in there, something is happening deep in the air sacs of the lung, causing an extraordinary amount of inflammation. So the inflammation is deep down in the air spaces of the lungs.
She's very worried about the impact of vaping on an entire generation.
They may have never picked up a traditional cigarette, and now they're vaping, and they're vaping in schools. They're vaping in their parents' homes. And so what's going to happen to all of those people long term, I think we don't know.
What we do know about vaping-related lung injury is that if we recognize it and we treat it, these patients recover.
As doctors work to understand the causes of vaping injury, it's killing people, as it nearly did Allison.
I was one of those people that didn't think it was going to happen to me. And I think that everybody needs to know that if you're vaping anything right now, no matter what it is, no matter how it was made, no matter where it was bought, your life is at risk.
Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, see you later.
All right, have a good one.
The doctors say cold and flu season will complicate diagnosing vaping injury. The symptoms include fever, cough, shortness of breath, and nausea. While you may not see a doctor for these symptoms if you think you have a cold or the flu, Dr. Gates says vapers should be vigilant and seek out treatment if they experience them. For the I-Team, I'm Casey Geraldo.
The doctors gave us a deep look into what Allison's lungs look like from her vaping injury. You can see Casey's extended interview. Just go to tmj4.com/vapingcrisis.